as as y'all get up in the rooms, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a great Monday. Shout out. Make sure y'all share it out right quick because we on both. So share it out real quick. Shout out to Micah, number one on the mic. Let's go. Shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all share this out. I don't know if we in the algorithm. I'm taking a chance today. Y'all share it out, share it out, share it out. I'll be right there, y'all. Give me one moment. Shout out, shout out, shout out. You are live with Kammy and Loco on the wrap up. We're going to get things started in a few minutes. We waiting for my homeboy, my brother, to come through the building. But shout out to all of y'all. Let's take a look at who's here. Like I said, Micah was the first one on the mic. Thank you so much for being here first. Lala is here. Miss Nikki Lee. I hope you're feeling better. She is here. Miss Denise is here. Shout out to y'all. Everybody, make sure y'all share it out. Let everybody know we out here. And we trying to do something different today. So we trying to get it in. And while we're waiting for Loco, we're going to chill for a minute. Yeah, I hope y'all had a good weekend. My weekend was up and down. It was up and down. I had some good moments. I had some bad moments. Um, there was a lot going on. Um, we had a lot going on in the world, and we still do. We got some interesting stories to bring you. I also got an update on what you call it that we're gonna get into, and he's here in the place to be. Hey, bro,
Going
say,
on,
bro.
man? Late, man. My bad, Count.
Oh no, don't worry about nothing. We here. We in here. How you doing today?
Oh, we're in the vertical.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Let's go.
That's what
That's
we
what's
said we was
up.
gonna do. I'm coming. I'm getting ready in 1 minute. But yeah, we are here. That's why it's moving kind of slow because everybody don't know where we at. But I told everybody in the chats to share it out, so they are doing that. And we on the vertical, y'all. We here.
Oh, they coming. Your people gonna come. They gonna come. All of us. They're the same people gonna
Yeah,
come.
you
Yeah,
know
and
how
just
we do
some
in the
extras.
beginning. So we gonna get our chill on, and we gonna get it together. How's everybody doing today? Let me see if I can fix my shit too. Why we all getting vertical? Let's get ready, y'all. Maybe I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, we up in this camp.
There
What's
we
going
go.
on, everybody? Much love to everybody up in here. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all?
What's
All right.
happening here? Like I was saying, I had a good weekend. It had its ups and downs, but I am here and we are ready with the wrap up. Uh, we're gonna put it in. Welcome to the wrap up. If this your first time, you are rocking with the first class Winner Circle. Shout out to them Winner Circle members. We out here. We vertical. We live, and we hope you enjoy it. Uh, if you don't know about the wrap up, this is where we come to share our opinions about real stuff that's going on in the world. And basically, if we wrapping it up, we're gonna tell you the truth about it, how we feel about it, and we hope that you, whether you disagree or agree with us, you come over and you chill. And we just be bringing you real life stories that we see out there. We bring you information and content, and sometimes a motherfucker gotta get it. Just sometimes, though. We don't focus on that, but we will give you this work if you need it. And it's me, the first lady of the Winter Circle, and my brother, the founder of the Winter Circle. What? You can't get no better than that.
Shouts out a bunch of love to y'all, man. Thank you for the introduction. Hey, look, we going up, man. We finna do what it do. And I'm very, very excited, man, and I'm proud of Kammy. Cause look, everything that I suggest and stuff is only to help us. It's never to hurt us. Y'all come on up in here, man, and hit the like button and shit. And we finna have a great show. We coming in with happiness. We coming in
Yeah,
with no kind of malicious stuff because there's no reason for us. This is entertainment. This what this is about. And
yeah.
information and wisdom. So hey, y'all come on in here and enjoy yourself.
Shout out to y'all. We gonna run it up today. Let me run this commercial before we start coming up and going live with the stories. Shout out again. The Winter Circle annual, third annual, might I say, third annual Winter Circle Turkey Drive is popping up. You see the cash app at the top of the screen. We are feeding families in Sacramento and Las Vegas. This is our third year strong that we are running this up. We donate turkeys to people here in Sacramento and Las Vegas. Like I said, we have fed over 220 families in the past 2 years, and we on our third year, and we rocking it out, and we doing it. Any amount of donation is accepted. You can donate anything from $1 to $100, $1 million, whatever you want to donate. You can donate to that cash app right there, or put something in the chat, and we will make a way to get your donation today. We sure will, and we're gonna go live. Across the wake up, Winter Circle Network. We're gonna go live across the Winter Circle Network on the Turkey Drive, and we're gonna be sharing out the information and the love and the joy that's gonna be spread. You will get a card for your donation, and once you get a card, every donation you give will get a heart. We're gonna take those to the church on the day that we give away the turkeys, and you will receive a prayer over your card for your donation and your blessing. So we thanking you in advance for that. And with that, Loco, what's up? How you doing this week? How was your weekend?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. It's Monday, huh? So I had
Yes.
some great news and different things today, but I can't share it to a whole lot. Things y'all my closest ones, but just know we going up for every time we coming up in here, man. We got something to give y'all. You know what I'm saying? Some excitement. Jolt of joy. I'm very, very excited. Like I said, and you guys will see what I'm talking about later on. Just shh. We can't tell everything.
We can't tell everything. We're not
Nah.
gonna tell y'all everything, but we are gonna talk about the stuff that went on over this weekend. So if y'all don't know, we're gonna let you know that over the weekend there was a lot going on. Not only I don't think it was a lot going on YouTube, but um, there was a lot going on in the world. So there is there was some protests over the weekend, and then so we had the No Kings protest, and that was they said it was about 7 million people across the United States that participated in the No Kings protest. It's also known as internationally as a No Dictators of No Tyrant protest. So what they're talking about basically is that we want to keep our government the way it is, for the people, by the people, where we elect the person that's in charge, not where somebody comes in and takes charge. Not like China, North Korea, or over there in Britain, where they got one person or one family that is authoritarian over everything, and then we got to be under their solemn rule. Donald Trump is trying to be a dictator, and there was protests all across the nation this weekend protesting that. Salute to everybody that was out there. I did see Miss News and Shenanigan was at the protest in Sacramento. She was out there for healthcare reform. Everybody was out there protesting different topics, different issues that they have with the government. And whatever your issue was, you was able to voice that. There was a lot of creative protests out there. Shout out to the people in San Francisco. They got on the beach and they made words on the beach with their bodies, protesting out there. I'll find a picture of that later. But yeah, there was mass protests in all the major cities, even the small cities. So shout out to everybody that celebrated their freedom of speech. You got anything to say about that, Loco?
No, I agree with it. I agree with it totally. And everybody that's participating and stuff, man, that's what's up because people gotta participate. That's the only reason, that's the only way you're gonna be able to get something done, you know? So I
Yeah,
mean, hey, I can't never knock none of that there, man. Like I say, if we on here on some BS and we talking goofy stuff, then we talking goofy stuff. But that right there sounds like something that you're supposed to be a part of. So
yeah.
salute to everybody, man. Everybody across the nation is trying to make a better way for all of us.
Yeah, thank you for walking those long protests and going out there, giving up your weekend to voice your opinion and fight for other people. So I appreciate that. Other government news that we're going to talk about for a little bit, Loco. And hold on, I'm finna come up. I'm making a card for a donation. I'm sorry, y'all.
Okay.
I'm multitasking. But yeah, the next thing we're going to talk about is so there was a notice that went out. I don't know if it went out in your states, but in our states, in the state of California, there was a notice that went out that said that it may be possible. They don't know, but it may be possible that recipients of food stamps will not be receiving food stamps in the month of November because of the government shutdown. So if the government shutdown continues to November 1st, people in California will not be receiving food stamps.
And let me speak to that. Now all this negativity about giving back, and so
Hmm.
people could be able to have dinner for Thanksgiving. Okay,
Hmm.
we can't take care of the whole world.
We
We can do
can't.
we do what we can do, but ain't it funny? And it ain't funny, but ain't it crazy and a coincidence that this could be happen and that it affect a whole bunch of these people in Sacramento that's gonna be able to eat because of Kammy, because of the CEO, because of her dream. You can't beat that with a stick, man. And if it's happening to California and it's a government thing, it's probably across the nation.
Hmm. So not only that, and then if they do stop the food stamps, do you know how many families got to worry about feeding themselves, and that these families that we feed out here, they got one less thing to worry about again. Because not only did you lose your food stamps, but now you finna get a box so that you can at least have a Thanksgiving. And that's due to all of y'all out there that donated to the Winter Circle Turkey Drive and believe in the dream. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all because I know that if that happens and the government doesn't open back up and people don't receive their food stamps, there's gonna be a lot of people out there struggling. So that was an announcement. It went out. It was on all like the platforms. I even got an email at my job about it so that we could start looking for resources for our clients that are homeless or the ones that are moving into their units. Not only is this going to put a strain on organizations like mine, but it's going to put a strain on a lot of organizations out there. The Salvation Army announced that they're going to start taking donations now. Please start bringing food if you can to your local charities. If you know where there's a food bank, like even a few cans will help because if the food stamps do stop and the government does not open again, it's going to be a lot of people on the first of the month, which is what, 2 weeks away.
Right.
Uh, that's not going to have food, and they're going to go to these places seeking assistance. It's also going to be a lot of it might be some violence and some stuff. I don't think that people will go that far, but when you're talking about feeding your family against all odds, so
Well,
whew,
it brings people desperate. It brings
mhm,
people in the name of feeding their babies, man, and that means robberies. That means violent crimes. That means all sorts of crap. Jack, just it's gonna be pretty bad. It's gonna be some crime because of that, because we see that happening when people getting their food stamp and got food. So can you imagine? I mean, you
Hmm.
talking about dangerous places. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about no BS.
Yeah, write a letter if you can, or go on the website and send a letter to your city councilman, your senator, your congressman, your mayor, your governor. If you can, take a moment and do that, because you know one thing about this government shutdown, the government getting paid. The government is getting paid, so these congressmen and everybody that's determining our future, they're getting paid while we suffering. And the people with their boots on the ground that got to deal hands on with it is federal workers that ain't receiving paychecks. The military gonna have to step up and help, not getting paid. But yet, you congressmen and you people up there in the Senate and the Congress and the House and all in the White House and the Federal House and the Capitol building, ain't none of y'all checks stopped.
No, they
None of
not.
y'all is giving up anything.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
think about that while y'all up there debating who fault it is, whether it's Republican or Democrat. It's all your fault, Republicans and Democrats. The people are suffering. The ones that you work for. We're the ones suffering while y'all getting paid to argue with each other. That's my point. I'm not gonna go in on Trump because I could do the whole show. Going in. But you know, watch out if you can. Watch out for your people, and if you can, watch out for a neighbor. You know, each one help one. Will keep it pushing. Shout out to the chats. I see y'all coming up in here. That world class winner circle is coming in the building. Thank you guys for coming. You are live on a wrap up with Kammy and Loco, and we're gonna get into our first story, which is another one, y'all. Again, we're dealing with
No,
these tragedies over and over and over again. And after we deal with that tragedy, we're going to get into the story. Derek, our escapee from Louisiana, he done called on the phone now.
you talking about Derrick Rose? Oh,
He
they
done
didn't let him
called on
talk. They didn't let him get on the
the,
phone with
yeah,
somebody.
he got on the phone to talk. And we're going to get into that when we get there. But
Oh,
first, I
that's
want to do the
awesome.
story. I want to do the story because that's one of the stories that we following. So let me get it ready. Hold it down 1 second.
Okay, take your time.
Thank you.
Shouts out to all of y'all. Much love to you guys coming up in here, man. Do me a favor. It's gonna be different people coming in and coming out. Do me a favor. If you do leave, come get you a like button up in here, man. At least let everybody know you came through. You know what I'm saying? Acknowledge it. That's all we're asking. This thing is about something that we're starting that's gonna be very fresh, and it takes time with anything. Ain't nothing overnight.
All right, let's get into it. This is a mother charged with murder of killing her 9-year old. Man.
Mm, mm, mm.
Mother is in custody charged with felony murder after her 9-year-old daughter died in a hot car.
This happened back in July at a manufacturing plant in Galena Park, a tragic story that we've been following since the beginning. Matt Doherty joining us now with reaction to these charges. Matt.
The little girl was found inside of a Toyota Camry back there in July. Investigators say her mother left her inside of the car while she went to work. This is 36-year-old Gebemisola Akayanode. She's the mother now charged with the murder of her daughter. Back on July 1st, investigators say the mother left her daughter in her car at 6 a.m., but found her unresponsive when she went to check on her 8 hours later. Although they said the windows were cracked and the girl had water, it was not enough. She was pronounced dead at LBJ Hospital.
There have only been a very small number that are over 5 years of age.
Jan Null is an adjunct professor of meteorology at San Jose State University. He's also an expert in hot car deaths involving children. Noel says this case is rare, not only because of the age of the girl, but also because of the circumstances.
The case in Galena Park is where a parent knowingly leaves a child in a car, not to do them harm, but they make a conscious decision. I'm going to leave the child in the car while I go do something else, while I go to work, while I go to the racetrack, go to the casino, meet up with somebody.
Noel says the deaths resulting from parents who purposefully leave their kids in the car account for only about 20% of the total number of hot car deaths. Although there have been changes in technology and education about leaving kids in the car, the professor says the number of deaths each year has remained constant ever since they were first tracked back in 1998. He says the only way to prevent this is to never leave a child in the car alone for any reason. The mother charged with murder is expected to appear in court on Monday. In Galena Park, I'm Matt Doherty, KHOU 11 News.
Also tonight,
My Jesus.
Well, I'll say this.
So
I'll
again,
say this about
go ahead.
on that lady's behalf. God bless that little girl, man, for losing their life, losing a little girl like that, man. But if that little girl wasn't, impaired any kind of way as far as her health, that's not something that I think that they're gonna really be punished big on that, because I think that they doing that, man, because of whatever reasons, whatever kind of bullshit they got going on, charging her with murder. That's too stiff. She probably didn't have nowhere else to put the little girl. The little girl got water and the window cracked. Yes, of course, it's hot as hell. But what probably happened to that baby, man, is probably went to sleep and was under duress under that.
And didn't know
Now,
it.
it's not to be saying that she should get away with it, but I have a partner. Okay, Galena Park is 10 minutes from my old house in Baytown.
Okay.
So I can be familiar with that area. And I had a partner in Baytown that left his baby in the car years ago. He was an island guy that was a good friend of mine. Love his babies. And the baby almost died, but it lived, but it's in brain damage and messed up for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
And they tried to do the same thing. They tried to screw him over. They tried to do the worst on him, and he beat that shit. And I just saw him right before I left Houston, and stopped through because he got an automotive shop. You know what I'm saying, Terry. And so like I say, I don't think that I think it'll be lesser charges at the end of it. Involuntary manslaughter, maybe.
Yeah.
And probably because of the fact, hopefully she ain't got no record or nothing, and she'll probably end up with some type of probation or something. But you think about the fact of the devastation of losing your baby anyway. Then you turn around and charge murder on the lady, man.
I just,
That's terrible.
it speaks to again, what we was just talking about. Like, where's the help for single mothers who need childcare so that they can go to work? So I don't understand, because the government tell you need to get off welfare, you need to get off food stamps, you need to get off this, but they don't provide you with the assistance that you need to do it. Now, I don't wish this on anybody. I wish she didn't have to put her baby in the car, but she had to go to work. And you can see that the dilemma in it, because she tried, she, like you said, she put
It'd be a
water in the
different
car for the
thing if she
baby.
was partying and like you say, the
Yeah, I
casino
understand she
or
was at the
your
nightclub or
boyfriend
something.
house or
Yeah,
something like that. But this seems like something that can happen to any of us.
yeah. Please don't leave your kids in the car. It's not the same as when we was little,
For
y'all.
real. I mean, who
We was a
does
little
that?
smarter.
Who does that? But then she was from somewhere else, of course,
Yeah,
too.
she looks
She's
like it.
African, probably, or
She look like
Ethiopian or
something
somewhere.
like she's a foreigner. But at the same time, don't leave your babies in the car at all. Not even if you run to the stove, not even if you run in the gas station. Like, I be so paranoid about that. And trust, ladies and gentlemen, like, I done had 2 babies at one time. And I know it's a lot to take your kids in the store. And can you imagine having to go to one side of the car, open one, take the car seat out, put it on the basket, go around to the other side of the car, take one out, put it, and you figure, oh, I could just leave them sit in their car seats and I could just run in the store and get everything that I need and run right back out. No, it's always something that's going to happen. I've always been scared of that. My 5-year-old daughter, 2 minutes, you can sit in the car, they could kick the goddamn gear or something and roll the motherfucker out in the traffic, get hit by. It's just too much. Stop leaving your kids in the car. It's not a safe place for them. And what if she didn't put her baby in the car? Now she got a 9-year-old at home by themselves. They turn the
Right.
stove on and die of monoxide poisoning. They turn the stove on and light the house on fire. So the single mother, they need help. It's got to be some better childcare, some better places where the kids could go. It's not the same as when we was little. We could have went to the Boys and Girls Club, or we could have went to the library had stuff. We could have went to after school programs, stuff like that. That stuff really don't exist unless you're paying for it, and it
No.
costs a lot. I pay for after school care for middle school, and it costs
They
hundreds of
don't give a
dollars a
damn.
week.
People don't give a damn, and it seems like the costs and everything gets higher and higher as the world is getting more fucked up in the world right now. For everybody, and so desperation, man, should make you have to do certain things. But I hope that everybody's kind of conceived that ain't the way to do it. You know what I'm saying? And maybe but then I'm sure that it's gonna come down that she probably had to be there. Ain't got
Yeah,
no help, ain't got no kind of support.
no.
Had to take care of baby.
I don't think she willingly went to work and was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna leave my baby in the car." I don't think that she just did that. Now we have seen some stories like that where bitches have been in a strip club or at the motherfucking casino. I done seen two parents at the casino. They drunk as fuck and their kids is dead in the car. Now they should go to jail.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's most definite. That's unforgivable.
You at the strip club, it's 3 in the morning
I
and
would
somebody
never in my
find you.
life. I'm too much of a anal type person towards shit like that. By my kids, I don't want them stumping they toes, let alone anything about my children, man. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. So,
My daughter 13 years old, and if she can't get right, I can't go. That's just how it works. And that's with work, church, school, anything. If my kids ain't gonna be right, I'm not going. I will be here to take care of my kids. So that's crazy. Rest in peace to that little baby, and we wish prayers for the mother. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about that in the chat. Let me put up the next story. Like I said, the escapee from Louisiana with himself. He is back in the news. I don't know how these people are keeping in contact with him, but shout out to the content creator. I'm gonna bring him up. Um, they are keeping in contact. These are the same people that talked to the girlfriend. Remember, they talked to the girlfriend, and now they got a phone call from him. So we're gonna get into that. Let me pull that one up.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Hey there. Thank y'all for supporting me, man. I love y'all, all my fans, and everybody on social media who's looking out for me. I love y'all. I really appreciate everything y'all doing for me, man. Y'all see what's going on. The people fucking over me. They trying to silence me. I'm innocent, you hear me? Thank y'all, you hear me? I appreciate all the love. My PIN number back working, DOC. Y'all can reach out to me, you hear me? I love all y'all, you hear me? It's free the game. It's free the fucking game, man. Gemini game, man. You know what it is. We got to pull backwards, man. They ain't gonna keep you down, you hear me? They can't keep a real nigga down. And one thing about me, you hear me? I'm on all 10. I ain't crying. I ain't doing no sweating, you hear me? I'm gonna give it back on the pill like I did the first time. You know they fucked over me. You hear me? These are innocent. I'll be back like I never left them. You hear me? Shots out the cars, you hear me? Hold it down, okay? You know, I'm gonna stay on my end. Facts. You hear me, sir?
Nigga gonna bag you. Stop playing.
Ashley boys. Don't forget that.
You know that.
Wow, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, man. Derrick Groves speaks out for the first time, man, and man, he says he's innocent, man, and he thanks all his fans, and he's basically letting everybody know, man, that You know, y'all keep his PIN number back working. Few things came out of this. Me and OG about to dive right into it. OG, you there?
I'm right here.
Well, you know what you said the other day wasn't true. He says according to him, you said that you start breaking down his case, and yeah.
I broke down his case. Wait a minute. His girlfriend said he didn't do. Okay, what is he innocent for? He got convicted and tried and convicted by peers, like I said, was not peers of his peer group. They found him guilty of 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. He is already sentenced for that. So he's guilty, whether he couldn't be innocent because his girlfriend, his fiance, even said he was there, but he wasn't the trigger man, but he was there. Now, he couldn't be innocent for not leaving the jail because he did leave the jail.
Yeah, he was one of the first. He was, and I looked at that. He was the first one out. When you go back and look at it, he was the first one that was running the fastest.
Okay, he's not innocent for leaving the jail. So what is he innocent for? Because if he was innocent, he would have turned himself in. They wouldn't have had to catch him. So I don't know why these dudes be under illusion of I'm innocent. Everybody in the penitentiary was innocent. But
Okay. So basically, Derek is gonna be major, he has an outlet. So he has an outlet, somebody that he's talking to is recording the calls and then they sending them to this man. And then so what do you think about him having an outlet, first of all?
Well, first and foremost, we need to know that if that's really even him.
Okay.
We still don't know if that's really even the girlfriend.
Good point.
And if so, I think the dude is too harsh, man, as a black man. Now, I'm going to tell you who these people are. Let me give you the background of who these people are. Okay. Boss Talk. I know them very well.
Oh,
Dallas,
okay.
it's a Dallas podcaster. He came to fame with Charleston White, basically. Charleston and Percy and all them niggas. Then the old nigga, he's the oldest Pyru from Compton. He's the oldest blood, they say, in history. Iola Tola. I Tola or whatever his name is. And now they didn't partner each other, on this little old Boss Talk blast. Okay.
Gotcha.
He's an old man. He's in the 70s.
Okay.
He's a mean old guy. He's an old gangster. He's done a bunch of time and shit himself, So I understand what he's saying, basically, from his perspective, these motherfuckers was judged and whoopty-whoop and booty-boop. But with the circumstances and this being the only people that's giving us this information, why would you come? He's been from the beginning against the man. Mm-hmm. If you remember when the woman came in here, he chopped her up and didn't give her a chance. He already have his mind made up, and that's the way I guess they little old podcast is. He's the type of dude that's gonna maybe give him a chance. He's the good guy and the bad guy cop. So that's what we kind of like seeing out of it. We don't know. I don't know the specifics of the case. Maybe we can delve and find out what really happened with Derek. But it's true that everybody's innocent in penitentiary. All of us. We ain't heard a motherfucker yet say he guilty. Damn. I mean, people that want to be. So I understand that, man. But I think we need to know more about what was alleged happened.
Okay.
To be able to get our own idea of what we think about what happened in this crap. But one thing that he's not innocent of is running.
I agree with that.
So it's got to be the fact of the underlying shit. Well, what people don't realize is when you run, it's like an old movie, right? You want to run and then tell your thing like some kind of way you're going to get out of this whole thing. It's typical.
Exactly.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
And so, even so, I mean, you was on the run the whole time and you ain't got no kind of legal, you ain't even started working to innocent yourself. You think coming on a YouTube is gonna help you? Even if you do get any relief, you still ran, nigga, and you're gonna be punishing. So it's like, what are we doing? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I don't know. You know, like I say, if the man is guilty or not, or whatever, it's not my business at the end of the day. But this is YouTube, and so if we can get the information and shit like that, I guess we can
Okay.
have our own way of what we think of how the shit happened.
All right. I agree with that. And I think we should follow up on that because I feel the same way that you do. Okay, you were in jail for a reason. You know, you were already convicted, you were serving time. When that wall got broke or whatever, like they said, you was the first one out. So you wanted to run. You wanted to get away from it. And I don't know if your mentality was if I get out, I can fight my case. And but like you said, you got out and you had the opportunity and you didn't take it. The only thing we seen you do is run, try to hide, smoking weed, getting high with girls, drinking. You left one girl, went to another girl. You was in the country, you went to the city. So you didn't you didn't break out and then making phone calls saying, I'm innocent. The only reason I broke out of jail was because they trying to charge me. Y'all not listening to me. Y'all don't hear me. The same way you had somebody go live and get the information of somebody when you was in jail, you could have did the same shit and had somebody getting the story to them to say that you was innocent and that's why you ran.
That's right.
You didn't do that. So
Now
I'm on.
the other guy that was outspoken, remember he was the one that both of them was the ones that was running. Remember he was on IG and he was
Hmm.
on TV and all this stuff. And what did he
Yeah,
come on? I'm innocent. Everybody's innocent. Now
everybody's innocent.
his behavior and the way he talks, if that's him, right?
Hmm.
You heard me. You heard me. You heard me. You can't even talk,
Right.
man. I'm
Yeah, and
disappointed.
that's
I'm disappointed. I'm thinking this man has at least got some type of intelligence. And again, when he was running, I gave him the benefit of the doubt that maybe he had
mm-hmm.
enough smarts to get away from them. But of course, he
Mm-hmm.
was a crash dummy, and look how he went out partying, jumping on the girl, really sitting like a duck, really didn't do nothing to protect him being out there. Because the way they look like,
Where
I
you would
mean,
get
it
caught.
just too many people was knowing, the neighbor knew he was next door. You putting too many people in your trust. Man, come on,
You
you
left
can't
the
even keep
hiding.
a secret. So how you think somebody else gonna keep the secret?
You took the hiding. You left the hiding place in the country where you were safe to come to the city where you could be closer access to weed.
Because you want to get high, because you want to just probably wanted some cat, probably wanted to lay up a little bit. The things that a man want to do and a woman, when you locked up and things like this here. But, bro, you got 2 life sentence.
Yeah, you was out for
That,
5 months. He was on the run for 5 months. Not one time did we get a phone call or anything saying, I'm innocent. I need help. Somebody call Al Sharpton. Somebody call, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, for real, man. Like,
I'm just
and
saying,
like I
like,
say,
when we,
and one thing about it, I'm not knocking Louisiana people, but man, you got to learn how to start talking.
speak it clearly,
Every 5 minutes,
English.
like dead homies, just like the old California shit. Dead
Yeah.
homies, yeah, cuz, dead homies. Dead homies. You're like, God damn, nigga, can you talk without saying all that shit every 5 minutes?
Oh my God. Yeah,
No,
that it's especially these little kids. They do it now too. I'm just a YN. I'm just a YN trying to make it.
you heard
YN.
me? You heard me? I'm
Yeah.
innocent. You heard me? No, I ain't heard you, nigga.
Dave,
Put
Dave. Oh,
your hands
my
behind your
bad.
back, man. Oh, nigga. I can't
Shut the
understand
hell
a
up.
motherfucking thing you saying, nigga. Matter of fact, just come on and go with me to
Just come on.
Angola, nigga.
Yeah,
That
get
nigga
your
going
ass.
to Angola, nigga. That nigga
Yeah,
gonna
get
be.
your cotton picking ass on the field and pick the grapes or whatever they growing out
Then
there
he
right
talking
now.
about his fans. What
Yeah,
fans, nigga?
yeah.
These niggas want fans. These niggas is crazy, man.
Internet fame. Nigga, you fighting murder cases. And you worried about somebody, hey y'all, sending money to my Cash App. And shout out to all my fans and all my supporters. I'm innocent, you heard me?
You hear me? You hear me? I ain't tripping, no. You ain't
I ain't
tripping.
tripping.
Nigga,
I
what
ain't
the fuck
tripping
is
up
you
to you.
bothering me for then, nigga? Cause I'm tripping, nigga, with this
If
little two
you
line sentences. I'm gonna be on that bitch crying and everything. I didn't do it.
please
Just-
help me, please. Please, somebody help me, please. Shout out to the chats. I see y'all out there. Yes. It's just,
Man, that man. And then
it's
the girlfriend, she just as goddamn stupid as he is.
worse.
Now
What's
I'm
up,
ragging
Toy?
him like the old man. Look, they say she talking about he was there, but he didn't do it. Oh, you going to
He
jail.
was he was there. I'm not a killer. I'm not a killer, but don't push me, ass nigga. What the
Looking
fuck?
at
And she was just as wrong because she was saying that shit too. Remember when we did the phone call with the lady? She was saying, he innocent. He didn't even do it. He told me his story. I believe him. He told me everything that happened.
looking ass.
Y'all
Yeah,
don't
she
even
was.
know. Y'all on here lying. And then they say, are you the one that he got caught in the house with? No, I'm the one that was in the country with, and he left the country and he went to the city. So you not the bitch that was the bitch that let it go. Just go ahead and hang
She
up.
doing too much. She gonna fuck around and have some charges for aiding
She,
in the bed. She know too goddamn much.
right. You know too
Them
much
people
about the
sitting there.
goddamn case.
You think it ain't nobody getting this shit sent out to the New Orleans parish peoples, them laws?
The the New Orleans people is watching right now.
They
And they
watching them.
looking at all them podcasts and everything. They listen to all them phone calls. All your shit is recorded out of jail, whether you like it or not. And if not, they're gonna get a hold to that connection that you got. So
This
that
nigga
nigga
that
better be
got
careful
busted in
too.
a week. In a week, the first phone call, he want to go and do an interview. What do you think? You think YouTube? I ain't seen a nigga out of YouTube free a nigga out of YouTube yet. I ain't seen it. Have y'all? Nigga want justice off YouTube, man. I done heard it all, man.
This nigga
This
done been
shit
on the run
crazy.
for 5 months. And the first thing he wanna do when he get caught is be on a podcast. What's up, Jenzilla? How you doing? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Toy, I see you. Denise, I see you. Nikki Lee, thank you for sharing it out. Keck, I see you. I see y'all. Shout out.
This nigga worse than the nigga who's who. The nigga that keep on going from the penitentiary, from in the cell every single day. He going live talking about fights. This nigga got about 700 years. Nigga, what in the fuck is you on?
You ain't never gonna see daylight, motherfucker, but yet here you are.
Damo, blood. No, blood. This is all the Crips. This is what happened at 4800. Nigga, do you realize you finna die in that cell? What the fuck is you?
That shit is crazy. I'm
That's
pulling up the
hardcore.
next topic that we're gonna talk about. Uh so as y'all know, my homegirls is at the concert. So Monica and Brandy is on tour right now with the Boy Is Mine tour, and they were in Chicago, and they said Brandy walked off the stage and left Monica to do the show alone. So there's a lot of controversy with this because some people are saying that it was sound. She was saying she was having a problem with her audio, and they got images of her talking with the audio people like there's some shit going on, it's not right, my audio's fucked up. And then she comes out today and she puts a letter out on her Instagram apologizing for suffering from dehydration. So a lot of people is like, are they, all the rumors are starting up. Are they fighting already on the tour? These bitches can't get along. It's been 27 years. Like, let that shit go. So
Egos, egos,
you
probably.
think it's that? Yeah.
No, maybe it might have been that, and to save lawsuits, because when she done walked away, people done paid for this shit. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no
Yeah.
telling if she had to go ahead and clean that up to
I think
appease
so.
them and shit, and make sure she covered and stuff in a lawsuit. But I mean, what in the hell would you still be mad at each other for? Like you say, after 40 years.
Yeah.
Like, who
She
gives a
said,
fuck about? But see, and it could be for publicity to get all
mm-hmm.
the attention
Mm-hmm.
back to Brandy and Monica.
Oh, they fighting again. Yeah. So she did. They said. So that is the story. She issued an apology to the fans that was at the concert on the 18th. She shared a letter on Instagram. She apologized, expressing gratitude for their support. She said she was dehydrated and feeling faint after a lot of rehearsals. She was like, her staff told her that she should take care of her health, even though she tried to come back on the stage after having technical problems. So what people are saying is they trying to allege that like somebody on the tour is trying to sabotage Brandy in Monica's name. Somebody trying to sabotage Monica in Brandy's name. The people backstage is picking sides. A whole bunch of drama. I just hope they get it together and finish the tour. But that was some major news that happened this
Yeah.
weekend.
Well, I don't know why you ain't went and got another song. God damn, we tell that shit that old as a mother. Boy, that shit, I'm talking about, I think I was a kid when that shit came out. How old is Brandy? I'm older than them,
Yeah, they
gotta
in their
be
forties.
T-Bane.
They in their 40s. That song was 27 years ago,
Wow. And they still tripping.
and they still feuding. So we'll watch them on tour and see if anybody else missed anything or if anything go down. Put in the chats if you're Brandy or Monica, ladies. If you team Brandy or team Monica, put it in the chat. Hi, what's up, big baby Nate? How you doing? Welcome to the wrap up with
I
Kammy
think
and
that's Miss
Loco.
Nana. I think that's Nana, baby.
Okay,
Should be,
shout
I
out to
think.
her.
What's going on, lady? How y'all doing,
She just
ladies?
had a
What's up, Miss
baby.
Gisella, Miss Alice Adams, Miss Denise? All of you peoples, man. What's up,
Miss
baby? How
Alice,
y'all
tell
feeling?
y'all put a B or an M in the chat and let me know where y'all at. Okay. One more thing I wanted to show another story about some shit that happened that I had looked at and that we can talk about. It's some more dumb shit that's going on in the world. And it's just weird that, you know, uh that we have these problems. No let's see.
Yeah, I mean, I'ma always say Monica. Monica's always been my
You
favorite.
like Monica better than Brandy? Okay.
I just think I think the looks back in the game was what I went off. I didn't give a damn what they were singing about because that shit didn't never interest me. So I don't care either one. I just always liked Monica's demeanor and the way she was. I felt like that Brandy's a diva. She just wanted to always
Yeah,
have all the attention and act like Ray J. That type of behavior. I always want to be the top dog. Which as you should. You know what I'm saying? I guess, but she was just more humble, it seemed like to me, and down to earth. She used to fuck with CD Murder, and she
yeah, more
stayed with
hood.
him a bunch of years, and so I just like Monica. I think.
We got both in the chat, so shout out to the Monica fans, shout out to the Brandy fans. We're gonna keep watching that. So on the Breakfast Club today, was that today? Yeah, the Breakfast Club today. You know how they have the Charlemagne does the donkey of the day.
Right.
So we're gonna watch that because it was a story that I know that we could talk about. So let me pull that one up.
What was donkey of the day? Baby!
Damn, he hard, dude.
It's time for donkey of the day. I ain't trying to be donkey of the day no more.
They should be embarrassed by what they already did. I'm not making these people do these things.
Called donkey of the day, and it really caught me off guard.
Damn, Charlemagne, who got the donkey of the day today?
Well, just hilarious. Donkey of the day for Monday, October 20th goes to a 21-year-old Ohio man named Jonathan Morris. Jonathan is locked up right now because he decided to seek vengeance after being fired, okay? How many people out there have been fired and wanted to seek revenge for said firing? Well, Jonathan Morris lived out your wildest dreams, and now his dumb ass is in jail for it. Let's go to Fox 19 now for the report, please.
Breaking this morning at the alert desk, a man is dead after a shooting outside this Taco Bell in Queensgate. This is video from that scene at the restaurant on Guest Street. Cincinnati police say they first got that call around midnight saying someone shot an employee in the parking lot of that Taco Bell. When officers arrived, they declared the victim dead at the scene. We're told police did not make any arrests or find a weapon. Right now, they are currently investigating and finding surveillance video from the restaurant at this hour.
Jonathan, Johnny, John, I shouldn't have to tell you that this wasn't the way to handle any of this. Okay, look, we've all been fired in life. I've been fired 7 times total, 4 times from radio stations. The others were a clothing store that used to exist in a mall called Demo. I was fired from a warehouse called Industrial Acoustic Company. And I was fired by my sister from guess where? Taco Bell! Yes, my sister was the manager and she fired me, rightfully so. Okay, I was late. That's not funny. It is funny, but it is not. You know what I'm saying? I was fired, rightfully so. I was late, not doing what I was supposed to be doing. It happens. But not once did I think about reacting to any of those firings the way Jonathan Morris did, okay? I just don't understand the rapid escalation. You fired one day, then allegedly commit murder the next? There had to be some type of serious mental breakdown. He had to have a problem with his manager prior because ain't no way. Jonathan, you're 21 years old. I can guarantee you that Taco Bell was not going to be where you peaked in life. Okay? It just wasn't. You went to Taco Bell a day after being fired.
These YNs, man. So he got fired from Taco Bell and came back the next day and shot his boss.
Bad attitude, and ain't no telling what kind of his manager probably was an asshole, probably a butthead, but he probably was. He seemed like the way his look on this damn picture looked like he crazy, looked like something wrong with the nigga. Like he's a look like a knucklehead. Probably just had that ego, pissed off, tripping. You know, the nigga looked like he about 40 years old. He talking about he 21. I mean, look rough as a motherfucker, you know, probably doing bad the motherfucker and just melted. Shit just melted up on him.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I mean, I ain't laughing at the death, but this nigga's crazy, man. John. That nigga said John. That nigga shot Charlemagne a whole ass nigga, man. I swear.
That's crazy as shit. But yeah, that's just something that I've seen and I thought I should share with y'all. So the question for today is not really a question, it's gonna be a topic that I want to talk about before we give the flowers and run the cards. So a lot going on in these YouTube streets. I mean, it ain't nothing worth talking about. You know, like I said, everybody's still doing what they do. Everybody's going to do what they do. But what I've seen is that there's a lot of personal business being shared on the internet. A lot of personal business being shared on the internet. Now, are you responsible when you bring your own personal business to the internet and then get mad about how people feel about it?
Well, if you asking me, I mean, you know, my thing, and it's always gonna be my take. It ain't that. It's the way, you know, you got to be crazy to think that everybody gonna like you or that they
Come
gonna
on.
fuck with you like that. And so when you feel like you want to divulge stuff that you want to divulge, I got the channel called The Real Life of Brian.
Hmm.
And so that's me being transparent in a lot of ways. 98% of the shit motherfuckers don't know nothing about me. The
Hmm.
2% is all they take and slander and defame it, and that's all they need. They don't need but a percentage of it. And they might not have nothing. They'll just lie. And you could be right now not telling nobody nothing. Not Antoine's name or nothing else. And a nigga swear up and down his name is Henry. Because
Right.
that's just YouTube, man. And when it comes to that type of shit right there, I don't have no complex, man, because I
Hmm.
stand behind the shit that I've been through and the things that I discuss with or whatever. But if you can't handle that, hey man, I've been on this motherfucker almost 6 years. You name it, doxed. I done been humiliated with my children, with all kind of shit a motherfucker tried to do in this bitch, right? And I'm still sitting right here, man, because I got a thick skin. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no motherfucker that's gonna let you tear me apart like that. That's out. I'm gonna defend myself and in my way. And I have my own platform to be able to do that. So I just feel like, man, if you can't handle that shit, then you need to just don't be going on YouTube. Get off these panels. Quit trying to want to have a show. Cut that shit out. Because whether a motherfucker want to know your business, they still gonna come for you, and everybody ain't gonna like each other.
Hmm.
So it don't make no difference. It'll never be a time that we'll never ever have that this shit gonna be fucked up. It's fucked up. The shit started with the whole shit. Let's just talk about it. The whole genre is about fucking and about
Let's go.
slander. Everybody done been destroyed with that shit. Ain't a nigga in this motherfucker that ain't went through it. Ain't not one of them. A nigga can run around through this bitch delusional and think you're better or you win. You don't win. You don't win, stupid ass motherfucker. You just like everybody else, nigga, getting slandered and getting defamed, nigga. And if you can't handle it, get off YouTube and eat a dick. Oh, damn, excuse me, y'all. Sorry.
All right. All right. All right. I mean, wrap it up. You gotta wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up by saying this. You can't get mad when your intentions are not met. 9 times out of 10, the reason that people are bringing their personal information onto this YouTube is if it's not in a conversation where we all sharing stories and everybody's talking about something personal, then your intent for letting us know that personal business, you have intent behind that. You want some kind of result. That's the reason that you're telling us. Either you want to get a point across, you want some, but some people is out here doing it maliciously. So I'm gonna put
Mm-hmm.
out some personal information about myself because I think it's gonna get me the attention that I want. And then when that shit don't happen, now you want to be angry and you want to tell people that they don't have a right to say or do what they saying or doing. But one thing you don't get to determine is just like Loco just said. You don't get to determine whether people like you or not.
Right.
Now, how you came to this internet, how you introduced yourself, and your behavior, the things that you do on here constitutes how people treat what you're trying to share. It hit different for different people. Some people can come up on this motherfucker and say, hey, I did some fucked up shit, but I want you to forgive me for it. And people will have a heart for that person. But you
Mm-hmm.
know what the difference between that person and another person is? Is that when they say that, they try very, very hard not to do the fucked up shit again.
Mm.
What motherfuckers on this internet think is that as long as I apologize or I say that I'm sorry, I could still keep doing fucked up shit. Or just because they did some fucked up shit to you, I can do some fucked up shit to you. And that's not how it works. It hits different. So what you can't be mad about is the results or the consequences that you get from sharing your information on here. You could come on this motherfucker and play like a hoe, and then you can't get mad when motherfuckers treat you like a hoe.
Exactly. And listen, let me say something to you. And I'm gonna say this to you, and you know exactly what I'm telling you. If you know, you know. The passion that I seen today in one of these shows, and I'm not gonna say what it is. It was in Africa. Let's just say, right? It
Okay,
was actually I think it was in England. Okay,
let's take
and
it
I
across
think
the
you
pond.
seen it. I think you
I
seen it.
probably did.
Yeah, overseas, screaming and hollering. I don't want motherfucker, you're somebody. I don't know, nigga. Seemed like something that was close to when you got that CPS call. It was the same type of anger and shit was crazy, man. It was like, man, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You
You that
cannot
mad
change.
about you this motherfucking mad. I'ma call this nigga, I'ma call this motherfucker. Oh, fuck this shit. Oh no. I said, what the fuck is this shit? First thing came to my mind, Cam.
Yeah.
Wow.
You also noticed that when the tables was turned, it hit different. Because motherfuckers want to keep doing this. They want to do this. But when somebody do this, now when the shit turn back on you, you don't, oh no, nigga, I don't want to, oh, no. It wasn't me. I didn't do nobody that bad. You know what I'm saying? That's the excuse that people play with on this motherfucker. Oh no, okay. I did some fucked up shit. But my fucked up shit wasn't worse than what he did.
You know
They
what's
did some
going on,
fucked up
man.
shit too.
Long as
They did
you
some
know,
fucked up shit too.
Cam, you know. You know
But
what I'm
what y'all
talking
got to
about.
pay attention to, you got to pay attention to the underlying factors. This is why sometimes it's good to be in the background listening because you can
Yeah.
hear key points and you can hear people's motivation and you can hear. See, what a motherfucker don't like is what you can't do is you can't run a play with people who ain't players. Everybody got to be involved in the play for the play to work. And as
Right?
soon as one part, this is why you can't do crime with people.
Mm.
Because as
Come
soon
on.
as as soon as the crime is committed, it's always one motherfucker that's gonna break under the pressure.
Goddamn right.
It's always one.
Yeah.
And you just
Yes.
got to make sure that you're not that one. But if you're the one that's gonna crack under the pressure, don't play the game. And this motherfuckers out here playing checkers on the chessboard, and you don't even know that you setting yourself up, thinking that you finna checkmate a nigga, and a motherfucker dead your queen like a bitch and snatch your ass straight off the table. You thought you had all your motherfucking ducks in a row, and this is what
Nah.
I'm saying. You have an intention, a goal, something that you're trying to reach. And as soon as that shit don't go the way you want to, boom! I'm blowing the
Come
door
on,
on
Cam.
everybody. Fuck it. I'm
Come
gonna
on,
get my
man.
way out. I'm gonna get my way out. Fuck this because no, it was a play, but I really wasn't involved. I was just doing my part, but
Man,
it
they
was
got these
fucked up.
niggas. They got these niggas on this motherfucker. I done sat back and watched niggas with demonetized. I got demonetized
Mhm.
in my life, but I look back and I look at niggas in this square business, man. And then I look at the anger of niggas and the evil. How motherfucker get so goddamn mad about something you did. You did that.
To
Can't
yourself.
blame nobody with that shit. You the one that had poor motherfucking content, thinking you could do anything you want to do to people for laughs and giggles when nobody don't even give a fuck about you at the end of the day. Can't stand your stupid ass. Letting you play yourself all the way out like a goofball. And they got nerve enough to be mad at a nigga.
And a motherfucker. Right. How can you do fucked up shit and then when your intentions don't go right, you don't chalk it to the game? Oh no, I'm gonna take you, your mama, your grandmama, everybody got to go.
Come
Because
on, man.
you done fucked
Come
up
on,
my
Kammy.
plan.
Come
You
on,
done
Kammy.
fucked up my plans. You done fucked up what I wanted to do to you. And then, you know, when you want to do some bad shit to me and knock me down and have everybody look at
And
her.
now look at
She's a
you.
fucked up person.
Ain't nothing in
And
this
yo
world
mother
you could have did to us more than worse than you getting demonetized for your behavior. Who loses? Cause I wasn't monetized that motherfucking self because I had enough sense to know that I got away from that shit because I knew I couldn't handle it. I knew
I
that they gonna take
already
my
know.
shit. I be bothering people with that shit.
I've been saying this shit from the beginning. I've been telling motherfuckers from the start. The guy don't play about me.
Let's
I'm not
go.
worried about it. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna come after you. I'm not gonna fight you. Hell, I ain't even gonna argue with you. All I'm
Come
gonna
on.
do is like, oh, why her? Why today, Jesus? Why she
Hey,
want to cancel herself like
nigga
this?
putting
And then I'm
faces.
gonna
Listen,
laugh.
putting the nigga face up there. Nigga tell you, say, man, quit putting them pictures up there, man. Quit putting my pictures. Just say that's just hypothetically. Anybody,
Yes,
right? Don't be putting
right.
a nigga picture up there, man. Stop what you doing, man. You're going too far, man, with dumb shit, man.
I
You gonna
don't
get
like
your
it.
shit took. You gonna get your demonetized. That was the whole purpose of motherfucker. That's what everybody want to brag about. I'm
And
demonetized,
everybody want
nigga. Yeah, I'm demonetized. And now look at you.
the only thing that you can do when you on top is keep rising to the top. There's always another mountain to climb.
Why you
But
think Nina Boy
always,
don't fuck with these niggas? Let's talk about it today. I'm tired of this bullshit. We finna talk
oh,
tonight.
oh, you
Why
wrapping
you
it up
think?
for real.
Why you think that nigga don't do nothing but every blue moon, every 6 months, that nigga come in the chat and say, "What's up, gang?"
Shout out to you, boy.
Hi, gang.
I'll go
Hi,
through the wrap
gang.
up
I'm
and
out of
clean us
here.
up.
Stay away from me.
Don't bring
I
that shit
don't
over
want
here.
nothing to do with you, motherfuckers. Just stay riding my dick. Keep on thinking you being like you trying to be like me, but that nigga don't. That nigga's from LA. That nigga
Quit
come from
having
hard times. That nigga ain't finna be fucking with these hoe ass peoples, man. And I'm telling you this at all. You never seen that nigga on no panels,
well,
nigga,
how
no
many times?
appearances.
How many times? What y'all don't know is in the background is that you can't keep doing the same shit to a motherfucker expecting the same results. How
Come
many
on now,
times is this man? How many times is this man channel gonna get to? How many
come
times is he
on.
gonna be fighting for monetization? How many times is he gonna be worried about who finna come on here and cuss and shut my shit down? Who finna come over here and not follow my directions? Always not being no followers, not saying that y'all had to bow down and beg me, you know, and be a leader like that, but respect my shit. How
Yeah,
many times you gonna keep asking the motherfucker to respect your shit and they don't respect it? And then when you toss it to the side and say, fuck it, I don't want to do this shit no more. I got to
right.
protect myself.
You
And I
goddamn
got to
right.
do for myself because you motherfuckers don't do for me what I can do for myself.
But let me ask you a question now. Me and Nina Boy have always had a good and bad relationship. Ain't never had no hard feeling. I've been knowing a nigga before any of these niggas and any of these broads. Don't tell me no different, cause niggas that know, you know. Remember,
Okay.
he came to the party line and said, "Come to Loco." He been knowing me. That's my
Right.
partner. At the end of the day, we done slandered and talk shit to each other over life. And we done
Right.
roll with each other like a motherfucker before. But ain't it funny that how fuckery this motherfucking shit is on YouTube, that motherfuckers will talk about special needs, right, people? Knowing that that man got a special need family too up in that situation. But then the same motherfuckers are run around talking about Nina boy, Nina boy, Nina boy. I'm a Nina boy. All of us is with Nina boy. Cutthroat motherfuckers. Or say that they so loyal to the nigga, but the niggas, other motherfuckers off in there is talking about the nigga, talking to that nigga crazy. The motherfucker that made shows about the nigga, and all of them is friends. Makes some sense. That's why he don't fuck with none of them. You
'Cause it's
niggas
better
is
to be.
crazy, man. That man been doing this shit just as long as hell. He just sat
He
back
gotta
and
protect
watched
his
you
brand.
cutthroat motherfuckers do this
It's
shit.
business. It's
That's
business
right.
as usual. And what I'ma tell him, but don't let me stop your paper. Don't let me stop your shine. Don't let me be the. And I don't want to be the reason, the reaction, or any parts of it. And that's why sometimes you got to be willing to step off.
Goddamn right. And when I'm telling you, Kammy, it ain't what it used to be. Ain't nothing
It's never
constant
gonna
in
be.
life but change, man. That
Nothing
nigga
is
ain't
gonna
no
be the
goddamn
same.
dummy. That's why I fuck with the nigga. That's why I left him alone, but I ain't never been a part of the group in the fam
Right.
of that whole blast. But me and that nigga have our own personal relationship.
Right.
But I had enough
It's like
sense to say, man, you know what? That nigga that talk shit to me, I done did my shit. We through with that shit. Do your motherfucking shit, Nina boy. But the
you
rest
ain't
of them
seen no green.
motherfuckers, and not all of them, because niggas, a lot of people is really loyal to him. But you
Yeah.
gotta look at the dynamics. The same niggas that these niggas kick it with and hang out with, nigga that made shows against the nigga talking down to the nigga, calling him the R-rated person, all kind of everything you could think of. And they all
Okay. So
friends. Everybody
let me
friends.
ask
We
you
gonna
this.
just act like that ain't happened.
So let me ask you this: is
Mm-hmm.
everybody just supposed to, because of the relationships that they have with each other, the relationships that we have? Because I have this problem too. Are we
Come
just
on.
supposed to just? Are we just supposed to just all disperse and
It
leave and
comes
go
down to your
somewhere else?
loyalty, man. It comes down to your loyalty. See, because I'm telling you shit that we can always tomorrow make your motherfucking changes. I'm not saying nothing to separate nobody. I'm just
Right.
enlightening motherfuckers what I've been had in my mind.
Yeah.
You kicking it with this nigga, but this nigga say he's loyal and he love this nigga and study representing this nigga. And if you ask Nina boy right now one name about one bitch ass nigga that done talked about your little boy and dogged your family, right, Cam?
Mm-hmm.
If you ask Nina boy right now, what's happening with that nigga? That nigga
Not
gonna
gonna
tell you, nigga, I don't fuck with that bitch ass nigga. And never will in his heart.
well,
Cause that nigga's all heart. We came to
that's
win
why.
on this motherfucker. That's why that nigga's a leader when what he do. That nigga's passionate. That's the only way he getting his money, probably.
Well,
Gambling
that's
and
why.
probably on this motherfucker. That nigga ain't got time to be fucking with these cutthroat ass niggas. He leave all
That's
of them
why
to
it
get away
works.
from him.
That's why it works over here. That's why it works over here, because what they want us to go at each other's throat and fight for whatever the top is. So I'm supposed to destroy you. You're supposed to destroy me so that one of us is hierarchy. There's no competition over here. We'd rather work
Exactly.
together for the greater good. And that comes back to what you just said. Our loyalty to each other hits different. Once we established that this is what we was gonna do, this is what we was gonna rock, what we established was like, look, because both of us felt the same way. Local man, don't make me commit
Destruction.
and all this. Don't make
That
me
nigga
commit to
ain't
all.
rocking. That nigga's mind is like this. That nigga say, man, look, I'll take my chance. but I'm gonna report these stories and I'm gonna keep my motherfucking protocol. So why in the fuck would you think the other behaviors that came from his motherfucking family tree and he don't even agree with it? He didn't came out and came on this motherfucker and called motherfuckers out.
He did.
Because the motherfucker can't do nothing else. These niggas can't get past the bullshit because they can't grow up and they ain't got no loyalty to a motherfucking thing.
There's no
That's
loyalty.
not Nina Boy. That's not that nigga. I know the nigga. I didn't meet him in Orville and all this old shit from the kids and all this like most of these niggas. I've been fucking with that nigga way back when he was fucking with Duke Pharaoh now. And these niggas, that's foreign to these niggas. They don't know nothing about it. Say, I know they don't know about it because they wasn't even around.
They playing King of the Mountain. You know, everybody trying to knock somebody off to be the top of what is my question.
Of
Everybody
what?
wanted
Because don't none of them like each other, no way. None of them. Ain't no loyalty to a motherfucking thing.
Self-destruction. It's self-destruction because now everybody get, like I said, it's just like the game. You know, it's just like the streets. You know, once a motherfucker become the nigga, and then he getting all the attention, all the shine, all this thing, it's a group of niggas in the background waiting to kill this nigga so that they can become the next motherfucker. Because I want to be that nigga.
Niggas that talked about a nigga wives and niggas kids and nigga, I'm talking about the most
Okay, so what about?
I was fighting all these motherfuckers, but I ain't never been a part of them.
What about?
It's different. All these motherfuckers come together for one common thing: destruction. Destruction. It
So
ain't nothing else. Ain't nobody else gonna grow from nothing. That's why that nigga don't fuck with these niggas. That's why Nina Boy gets these niggas away from him. He don't want to be around these people.
Because they're always going to seek to destroy. There's no.
Yeah, and he can't listen. It's just like DK. DK got his own thing going, and you notice I let my nigga do what he need to do. I don't want him over here so associated to this crazy shit that I do. The arguments and all the extra shit. I got enough respect for that man. When we come over, I'm talking about some intelligent shit, and I make sure that I don't put him in this motherfucking shit like that.
And you don't bring the bullshit to his shit. This is what I'm saying. If I got something going on over here, why we got to bring the mess from over there, over here, and over there, and take it over there when that wasn't even that person's intention? So even if a person was trying to change, they're going to bring the bullshit and the drama.
And then be still trying to acting like they some good people. And I'm going to say this here and it's like 5,000 shows, one after another. One day you look up, they going, but I'm just making an example.
Yeah.
Nigga got to be a fool-ass motherfucker to think that man fuck with y'all. That man, and if I was personal with that nigga in the streets and I said, say, man, what you think about this motherfucking shit right here? I know what that nigga gonna say. Man, cuz I ain't fucking with these bitch ass motherfuckers. These niggas here some clowns, cuz. I want these niggas away from me. I don't fuck with these niggas.
And that's that, but you have to ask yourself why. You do have to ask that question why. And my thing is, you know, it's one or two that's out there that I've had conversations with, and you know, like motherfuckers want to change, but then motherfuckers don't want to let go. And I think that's the hardest part because I find that
you can't grow. They've been doing the same fucking. You ain't growing. That's why the numbers. That's why we talk about the numbers. Everybody got 1,000 motherfucking subs. Ain't nobody growing, but Drake too much. Drake too much, the only one we can see that's growing because he separated a whole lot of that shit, and that nigga got enough sense to realize what the hell is happening. Slowly, he's younger, he still comes back and forth, but for the most part, I give that nigga his props because he got enough sense to know. Man, say, man. But if you keep fucking with that shit and keep going back, you're going to continue to be in the same place. You're not going to grow.
All right.
You're not going to grow. You're not
we
going to grow.
trying.
That's why that nigga don't fuck with you. How the fuck he got 100,000 motherfucking subs, nigga? And you
Without us.
niggas ain't getting nothing. Are you stupid?
No.
That's why that nigga don't fuck with you niggas.
We gotta let
He
it go,
probably
y'all.
fuck with the ones that I think is, and this is just, and I'm not trying to be funny. The ones that I feel like is really loyal to that nigga, Shalana, that nigga Terrence, you, that nigga Mike G. You ain't heard me say nobody else, huh?
I'ma throw news in there.
Well, I mean, of course. But I don't fuck with her, so I don't spread.
Okay.
I try to keep her out of my name. I don't fuck with her.
I understand.
But you right about that.
Okay.
And lady, probably. And lady.
Yeah.
I'll even throw her up in there because I really didn't think about them. Right?
Okay.
But if you really love that nigga, if you really learned anything from that nigga, you wouldn't be keep doing that. You would branch off and realize that, hey man, this shit ain't gonna do nothing but keep on going lower and lower and lower. I need to go do something different.
Because it keep going back to the same shit and the same story and the same. We gotta relive the same bullshit, and everybody is, we doing it too because we stopping.
But I'm not with Mike. I'm with Nina Boy. I came from Charleston White. I came from a whole nother sector. The Charleston White sector. This is what all that shit started, was all of us beefing and going in and having fun. But I've continued to grow. I've had 2 channels, damn near 14,000 each one of them. So it hit different. And I could have been bigger than that had I went and did all the content shit and all the bullshit. But I do me. Do what I want to do because I'm a leader.
And that's why you're different.
I'm not
always done
using Nina Boy name. I'm not asking Nina Boy started me doing them. Nina Boy ain't got a motherfucking thing with me. Cav Mac is who I came from.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Shout out to the PL Nina Boy. Y'all know where I came from. But I am the first lady of the world class winning circle, the first lady at that. So I too have evolved.
Yes, indeed. You fucking
and
right.
Keep rising
and
to
that's
the
why your ass
top.
came to where you at. You've done wonderfully thing because you're not sucked up into that. You come in and fuck around and speak to people, man, because you got camaraderie and you just got a big old heart. But if you was goddamn me with me in my house, if I still lived in your driveway, living in
What, you gonna cut the cable off? No.
But I'm just kicking it with you, man. We just chopping it up, man. We can talk about what we need to talk about. I've been wondering, why these niggas ain't, what are they, it don't even belong with each other. That boy is doing professionally YouTubing to get money. That nigga's never on this motherfucker with no 4, 5, 25 hours, 75 hours. That shit that nigga ain't interested in that. Can you imagine? I know the
He's
nigga.
not involved in none of the bullshit.
I know that nigga probably be like, what in the fuck is that? But it's all because niggas is retarded. And when we say this, when I say, oh nigga, you was on this hour, man, I'm gonna do it anyway. Just cause Loco said it. Nigga, you ain't heard me. You stupid. You nobody YouTube doing that dumb shit but one faction of niggas.
We gonna have to create a new
that
way
nigga
to
don't
have
want to
fun.
belong in none of that shit. All he do, cause he know you niggas gonna watch his show, every blue moon he gonna come in that chat and say, what's up, gang? What's up, gang? Ain't no appearance. Ain't none of that. That nigga don't want you on his shit. That nigga don't want to, he ain't thinking about your motherfucking ass. That nigga's going to go do what he come to do. Quit trying to use that nigga name off his shit when you know you niggas ain't even about that kind of shit.
All right. Let me go ahead and deliver. Shout out to the chats. I see y'all out there. Y'all see me looking in the camera like I'm blind. But yeah. So I'm gonna give the flowers of the day to somebody, and everybody gonna get a turn. I'm gonna figure it out about everybody. So
Kammy, let me
if you
ask you
don't
a question. Let me ask you a question. How many times you done seen Nina Boy on there in the last 2 years listening to music on his show? Going on and do what you doing. I know it. I already know the answer.
None, zero,
Ain't nothing about that nigga. Motherfucker didn't learn nothing from that nigga. These niggas is crash dummies.
none. Okay, the flowers of the day. I'm giving the flowers of the today. That's going out to you, bro. You get the flowers of the day today.
Well, I'll be
You know why?
goddamn.
Yeah, you get the flowers today. And you started it all. We here on the World Class Winner Circle because of you. You the
Let's
one
go,
that,
Cam.
you've always made this to be one group together. You've always focused on, even when you ruled it with an iron fist, you had everybody together, coming together and making it what it is. You stood on the principle from when it was created until now, and we are now Winner Circle family with a legacy. We doing great things. We moving ahead. I only want to see what is coming from you. I see you
Another
changing
thing.
your game, changing your style. You coming up with new and innovative ways to be you, but at all times you remain who you are. And that's one thing that I admire about you. That against all odds, you gonna be local Brian Harris all the time. You don't care if it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Jesus' birthday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter. You
Yeah.
always gonna be who you are. And that's
Thank
what
you,
I
Cam.
admire about you. Thank you for all the advice that you've given. Thank you for just sharing your life, your story, and keep coming up with good ways to do that. So you get the
Thank you.
flowers of the day, bro. Shout
Thank you,
out to
Cam.
Loco. Y'all shout out Loco in the chat.
Hey man,
Yeah.
I appreciate it most definitely, and I'll say this here for us. You know, when you give it, I get to give my shit. I give it to all you ladies up in here, man. Tonight, I give it to every one of you guys, cause y'all done heard me running my mouth, talking shit about women, and going low as a motherfucker, man. But I always make sure that you guys know that the winner circles is the most motherfucker. I'm loyal as a motherfucker to you guys. Okay. And for one, because of the words that I say, it's because we roasting. But do I really think that thing about women? No, man. But the winner circle ladies, these are who I'm important. This is who I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna keep y'all high as a motherfucker in this motherfucker, right? All these names been with me for years.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you know my heart. You know I'm gonna stay down. You know I'm gonna fight fire. I'm gonna fight like a motherfucker, right? I came in this motherfucker, man. I didn't used to have no help. It was me against my back against the wall from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I got a team, a network of family, it hit different, man. And I make sure that I respect all you guys, man. And I'm going to continue to do that. Don't never, ever sidetrack or think that I'm going to go against any of you guys, all this narratives about me. Every motherfucker done turned on us because we stand alone. And I showed you guys that we can't be all sporadic and everybody all over the place and nigga, we got this going on and that going. We got to be one. And Kammy didn't help build this motherfucking shit way bigger than what I could have thought of. When it come with this giving shit, can't nobody fuck with her. Not nobody. Not none of them. The first lady of all first ladies, man. That shit is the truth. Why you think people are so excited when she come in this motherfucker? And even when she ain't in here, all the respect we have for you. It hit different, Kammy. How could
It
you
did.
do anything else but be a winner circle family? Come on now.
I wouldn't. I fit in right here. All right, y'all.
First
So,
Sergeant, what's up? What's up, man? What's up, brother?
here he comes. Why do you always want to come when we wrapping it up?
He do that shit all the time, bro. I told y'all he always do that. That's DK.
You gonna have to go live for DK, and y'all gonna have to wrap it up after the wrap up because Kammy gotta go.
No, well, I mean he
But
was just saying. I think he said
I
I
think you
get
be saying
hens. He said
hi,
he got
shout out.
hens.
First
He got
Sergeant
hens
DK,
in there.
salute. Oh, let me salute the right way. Salute to you, sir. And thank you for coming. And y'all make sure y'all subscribe to that channel right there. Make sure you hit that and get some notifications and go see what he got on. Please don't bring no drama, no mess, no nothing over there. Because he gonna block you anyway. So that's what's
No,
gonna
for
happen.
real.
Dallas, Texas, what's happening? I'm
D-Town,
going
what's up,
to
baby?
donate hens this year. He gonna donate hens this year. You just being funny, DK.
Uh-huh. D, you going
And yeah,
live tonight or what, man? What you doing? I know you going up or something, man. You probably putting up some videos and stuff, man. Shout out to your mama. Shout out, man. It was great to see your mama. That's your twin for real, Jack. Every time I see your mom in there, man, it's like looking at your sister or something, bro. And she look
yeah.
like she just as young as can be, man. Go look at his shorts, Kammy, when you get off.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
go look at
DK
that.
mama for real.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out, shout out. We're gonna run these cards. Thank
Okay.
you for coming on the wrap up. We live on it. We're gonna do it from the app. But me and Loco didn't talk this weekend. I had a lot going on, but I wanted to make an effort because I stand on my word. So we are vertical, but we're gonna go real vertical. So don't even worry about it. We take baby steps. Baby steps, but we here. And let me add to this, Loco. I did the whole show cammed up without smoking.
Man, that's awesome right there. That's awesome. Man, look, it ain't nothing but goals. New goals. Can we put that song on there?
What
New
song?
goals. New goals. It's called New Goals by Head Hunch. Well, no, I think we already did that one before. You do it. You do the song tonight. I think we
I
already
hate
did it
picking
though
a song.
before.
I hate picking a song. That's why I give it to everybody else. We
Let
got
me
new
think, man.
donations in here. We do, Nikki Lee. We
Let's get
got
some
new
R&B or
donations in
something,
here.
man. Give me some
I'm gonna be an instrumental because
SOS band or something.
I'm trying to keep the monetization too.
Oh, okay, then we're cool. You know what? If you want that, then you don't need to be putting none of the songs on there.
I know. I'm
None
gonna
of
take them
them,
out.
not even one of them. You can go to a song like Amani's brother. That's why I always use his
Yeah, you
music
gonna have to
most of
send
the
me that
time.
link. You
I
were
got
supposed to
you.
send me the link.
I'll send it to you right quick.
Let me see if I
While
can
you,
find one of my husband's songs for tonight.
there you go.
And
Yeah,
then
always
you'll
do that
send me.
there, man. Let these other suckers that won't know how to do YouTube, but no, it takes your shit down, and it'll put that yellow on your motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that.
Let's see, we just gonna pick one.
Okay.
They all great to me, so fuck it. Shout out, I see you in the chat. Can y'all see the cards? I might have to slow them down. There we go.
You got to go for what you know. You got to go for what you know. You got to go for what you know. Stand for something or fall for anything. Well, me, I go against the grain. If not you, then who can I blame? I'm heavy in the game. I'm still smoking grapes. Not even he was perfect. We learn from our mistakes. Sixes on my whip, candy on my ride. All my bills paid. Hope I don't die tonight. But if I die tonight, won't nobody care. Victim of violent crime, family on welfare. Money to the ceiling, I still ain't got shit. I'm on Section 8, that's real block shit. I'm on some block shit, I ain't never scared. Don't help me hope the bed, I just look like a square. Stay ready so I don't have to get prepared. No warning shot fired, I'm not shooting in the air. Evaluate these nutsucker, is you unaware? I do it moving $150 on a spare. Go for what you know. No, you got to go for what you know. No, you got to go for what you know. No, you got to go for what you know. No. In autopilot, right now I'm on cruise. Doubt if you can feel these shoes, I pack tools. Ride with elbows, Bangkok and sell O's. Rock crispy light tees, Levi's and shell toes. Playing with my nose. No, I don't give a damn about the policeman. Fuck the po-pos with my turf hose. That's a bottle, bitch. Gobble it, swallow it, all of it. It don't matter, just don't worry. My blunt went out, gotta relight it.
Shout out. Thank you all for your donations. If you don't have a card, you can get a card by donating to that Cash App at the top of the screen. If you want to send more donations, get more hearts on your cards, please feel free to do so. Y'all, we got 2 weeks, so come on, let's push this and let's
Let's go,
get the
y'all.
money out there for the Turkey Drive, third annual Winning Circle Turkey Drive. We trying to make it. You know, we're going to make it great, and we appreciate all the love and support. Local, thank you for coming to the show. You got anything to say?
Hold on 1 second before you hang it up. I just
All
got a
right,
message. Let me see.
let's go with the message.
Let me see. Now, this is what I want to tell you, Cam. You're gonna
Yeah,
go up. I see it. You see the way For Show TV talks to me and tells me about him stuff coming up. I gave him a lot of game on this thing, and I'm gonna always give you something because I told you I envision you winning. You're gonna go big. When I tell you, you
yeah,
better not fucking fall short of it. Once you get off in this thing, I want you to make sure that you stay diligent. You got a lot
yeah.
of people, man, that's supporting you. A lot of these ladies look up to you, man, and a lot of these
Shout
men
out
look,
to my
look
ladies. Yeah.
keep this thing pushing, man. We love you. You hear me?
All right, I appreciate y'all too. And thank you. You have come to another episode of the Wrap Up with Cammy and Loco. And we are going to see you again live and direct on Wednesday with more stories, more topics to talk about. If you want, we do check the comments after the show. If you want us to discuss a topic, leave it in the comments so that we can pick it up and put it on the show. I thank each and every one of y'all for y'all support. I hope you have a great Monday and a great rest of the week. Make Tuesday great if Monday wasn't. Always say your prayers. Shout out to BX Queen, our homegirl. Say prayers for her. Shout out to
Much
my
love, Miss
people in
BX Queen.
Alaska. My people in Alaska that suffered from that flooding out there. Shout out to them. All the love and support that we can give around the world to anybody suffering. Y'all be kind to somebody. Be kind to yourself first. Y'all have a great night. Peace and blessings.
We out.